Hi everyone, my name is Ann and I'd like to welcome you to the Getting Started with Vulcan7 video. I will be providing a quick overview of how to use the system and take advantage of the many great features we have available to you to help you be successful. After completing the video, you're going to understand how to work with contacts and data. You're going to be able to start making calls using the rapid dialer and know where to go to get additional resources and support. The products we'll be covering is the Rapid Dialer, Contact Management, Off-Market and FSBO data, and many other features. So congratulations for picking Vulcan7. It easily allows you to manage all the superior leads we push to you in one place, as well as providing you with the best Rapid Dialer in the industry. There are so many other features we're not going to be able to go over today, but we'll try to cover as many as we can. You should have received your welcome email by now, so please log into the system and feel free to stop the video at any point and follow along. If you haven't received your welcome email, please feel free to contact support. Let's get started with a demo. You'll notice across the top we have a number of tabs. We have Home, Contacts, Dialer, Appointments, My Team, Marketing Tools, Storyteller, and Learn and Support. Let's first review the Home tab. The Home tab has a number of resources available to you. We have live training that goes on through the week. You can attend Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We recommend that you really watch our Tuesday session. This is a great tool for prospecting and best practices. If you're new to the dialer, we recommend getting started with a dialer guide or dialer video. And if you're also new to prospecting, we have some great resources available on pre-recorded live training that you can watch. If you want to learn more about our new add-in, which is Storyteller, click here. Over to the right, we have a quick account snapshot. You can see your new contacts, today's appointments, as well as tasks due. And on the bottom right, we feature all the updates that we've added to the product recently. Moving to the Contacts tab, we're now going to review the views and the folders. If you notice to your left, you'll see New Contacts. So the Contacts is the first one in the list. This is the default view for your account, is your New Contact view. It's a quick view of the contacts you have in all the folders that are new. You will know that it's a new contact because you can see the New tab on the left, the new flag, and also you'll see that it is in bold. This means that this contact has not been clicked or has not been dialed. Keep in mind that once you click this contact or dial it, it will remove it out of this view. This is a question we often get in support. Hey, what happened to my contact? Well, now you know what happens. It either got clicked on or it got dialed. Next, we're going to discuss data. Leads will get into your account by 7:30, which is a great time to get started with new leads. Based on what you've subscribed to, you will get leads in your off-market data from expired listings or FSBO data. And if you haven't subscribed to both, I recommend you upgrade because there's a lot of great data available to you. Let's now look at folders. Off-market expired listings will come into your off-market folder. The majority of the data comes from the properties from your MLSs. You'll have names and phone numbers and emails. See the subfolders that fall under off-market? There are subfolders such as corporate owned, off-market data with no phones, and these are folders that we create for you. They will automatically filter out this information, and this can save you a lot of time. Next, notice the FSBO folder. Data is provided to you based on your zip code and the radius you gave us when you signed up with us. We will update this daily. You'll also notice there are subfolders under FSBOs as well. And these subfolders are FSBOs that don't have phone numbers. FSBOs and off-market data are the main folders to be aware of. The next thing we're going to discuss is creating and managing folders. Creating and managing folders in your contacts area. If you'll notice here, we have a gear over to your left and a gear over to your right. These are two different gears that will allow you to manage your folders. The gears appear in each of the tab, and this is where your settings can be found. If we click on here, you'll notice that there is a folders option. Let's select that. From within here, you will see all of the folders that appear in your account. To create a new folder, click on the New Folder button. Let's create a folder called Appointments. This is a great folder to organize any of the appointments you have. Other good folders to create are Nurture or Future folder, and maybe a Dead Lead folder for any leads that are not great. Once you type in the name and description, click the Create Folder button. The folder will be created and moved to the bottom of your list. And from there you can organize it and view it. So if we click on Contacts again, you'll see that it appeared at the bottom, and you can reorganize this folder based on where you would like it to appear. When managing folders, a great best practice is to leave the contact in the folder until you contact them. For example, every day come into the account and start off by calling the off-market data leads. Leave the contact in whatever folder it's stored in until you get a hold of them. Then once you get a hold of them, move them to the Appointments folder, the Nurture folder, a Follow-up folder, or a Dead Lead folder. Find the system that works best for you. Now let's look at contacts detail. If you click on a contact, you can see a lot of information about them. You can see their name, their phone numbers, addresses. Over to the right is property information. You'll also see that you have a number of tabs available as well. Let's take a look at the phone numbers. We provide a number of phone numbers for this contact. It is important to note that some of these numbers are on the National Do Not Call list. These are in bold and have an asterisk in front of them, as in this example. We provide this information for your convenience, but it's up to you to decide if you want to call the number or not. Some agents will call these numbers and some will not. It's really up to you. We just flag them for your convenience, and you can follow the guidelines within your area. Let's now review the Search and Advanced Search feature. At the top here you have the option to search. You can select how you want to search and search. You also have this Advanced Search option. Once you select it, you'll see that you have much more criteria to filter out the information by. The Advanced Search is a great tool that helps you quickly find contacts with multiple criteria such as expired by zip code or contacts that you've added on a certain day. I recommend that you try different searches to become familiar with this tool, and you'll find that you use it often. Before you start using the dialer, you're going to need to set up a few things, such as your voicemail. One of the great time-saving features of Vulcan7 is an option to make pre-recorded voicemails. If you're in a dial session and you hear an answer machine, all you need to do is push a button and leave a voicemail. And that will leave the voicemail based on what you've selected, and you can move on to the next contact. We will review these today, and then your customer success manager can provide you with quick start guides or watch other training videos to help you set this up. First, select the Dialer tab, and you'll see here a report of all your dial sessions. This is great to come back to refer to and see monthly dials as well as lifetime summary. If you notice, over to the right is the gear that we talked about before, and there is settings. Let's first set up a voicemail. Click on the gear and select Voicemail Library. This will provide a library of any voicemails that you saved. When you first come in, you'll see that there are no calls. We recommend that you use the function on the left and just pick up your phone and dial the number. When prompted, enter the PIN and the pound sign. Then follow the prompts on the phone to save your first voicemail. Then it will be saved in this library. And you can go on and create other voicemails, some for the morning, some for the afternoon, etc. Get creative when creating these. These are very powerful tools to help you turn your leads into appointments. And if you need help, ask your customer success manager for a list of voicemail scripts and suggestions. The Vulcan7 Rapid Dialer is one of the primary features of the software and is a very powerful tool. Many of our agents state that it has helped them triple their business because of the increase in call capacity. The process is very simple, so let's get started. First, go to your Contact tab. We recommend starting with the Off-Market folder or a folder of your choice. Click the checkbox next to the first name in the header area, or you can select multiple options from this page. Then click the Start Dial button. This will display options such as phone script, and again we'll go over this a little bit later, but you can have multiple phone scripts saved. Voicemail messages, this is the voicemail message that you created earlier. Live answer sets are live answer sets. You can have different call options based on different live answer sets, such as one for FSBO and one for expired listings. If you want to enable call recording, you can do that here. Click Continue to continue. It will provide you with a number to call and a PIN to enter. Then click the pound sign. From here, it will connect and you will be able to start your dial session. Up to the right, click the Start Dialing button. This will start dialing down through your contact list that you've selected. The screen will provide information about your contact, their property, and other information provided by your MLS. If you're recording, you can stop recording and pause recording, but we don't recommend stopping in the middle of a call because sometimes it can disconnect your call. The end dialing option will end the call and the dialing sequence. At the bottom of the screen is displayed different dispositions. Live answer is if someone answers the phone, or leave a voicemail, as we discussed will leave a voicemail. And there are other dispositions available as well. If someone answers the call, be sure and click Live Answer so that it can give you other dispositions related to that call. On the right, you'll see that there are property information and also custom fields, warp drive, email campaigns, and scripts if you also have those recorded. Once someone answers the phone again, click the Live Answer button. From here, you have other actions available. You can send emails, you can make appointments, you can record notes, you can change folders. Please watch additional videos on additional training for the dialer. And then when you're ready, you can click the End Call. We also have a transfer option where you can transfer it to another agent in your office or sales and support number that you pre-set up in the system. I recommend that you set up a few of your friends or family members as contacts and practice a few dial sessions before you get on the phone. The data we provide is related to the address and the homeowner. It could be a cell phone or a home phone or an office phone. It could be another known living person at that address, a parent, a family member, an ex-family member, or even a former roommate. Through them, you could get in touch with the actual owner of the home. This is unique data, and our very high-level prospectors really take advantage of it. It might take a little practice to fine-tune your own scripts, but here's an example. Hello, is Sally there? And they say something like, no, there's no Sally here, but don't rule it out as a bad number. Say, hey, I was calling to talk to Sally to see if she's still accepting offers on her property. Do you know this property? Sometimes this really works at that time because you're fishing out a relation with the homeowner and that you might have an offer for it. It's somewhat time sensitive, and I may even have a buyer. Well, that sometimes really gets them going, and once they hear that, they're usually willing to give you out more information about the property. And if by chance they don't know the property or they don't know Sally, don't rule that out either. And provide, say, hey, do you know of any homes for sale in your area, or are you interested in selling your home? You might pick up another lead. On a similar note, when we're talking to leads, sometimes they ask, hey, where did you get this number? And be prepared for this. If you're new at prospecting, you know this can happen. And people are pretty protective over their information. If they ask, we recommend that you have a scripted response ready and reply, such as, hey, my assistant pulled this information for me from public records, such as fishing licenses, Google, etc. And they don't keep track of where this information comes from. And we really don't. We pull it from so many different resources that we don't keep track of all the information. And Vulcan7 is your virtual assistant. So and we don't keep track of where we got the number from. So please don't give them the Vulcan7 name or number, as we really can't help them remove them from the list. But you can. Just tell them that you will remove them from the system and tell them to have a nice day. Then click the blacklist button at the end of the session, and that will automatically remove them from the do not call and add them to the do not call list. It's the quickest way to make them happy and save us all valuable time. So this was a quick overview of the key features of getting started with Vulcan7. Please watch all of the additional videos and other sessions that we have available. So let's go over some of these in the learning and support area. So when you click on Learn and Support, you'll see here that we have a Getting Started. There's also Next Steps, Get Answers to Questions, and Need More Help, and also some real estate training. Let's look at each one of these. So under Getting Started, this is a great place to get started. Click on this, and this is going to guide you through the things you need to get set up. For example, recording a voicemail, adding your first contact, and doing a test dial, and also importing contacts. You'll see here that there's an article that gives you step-by-step, as well as a quick video for each of these sections. Then when you click on the arrow, it takes you exactly to that location for you to complete that function. Once you've got everything set up, you might want to look at next steps. These are other training videos that are available for you that gives a deeper dive into, for example, setting up dial sessions, etc. Sometimes you just need a quick answer to a question, and here's a great place to go to get answers to your questions. When you come into here, you can quickly say, hey, I have a question about folders, and you type that and it'll give you a quick overview of responses to folders. Or over to the left, you can click the plus sign and drill down and find answers to questions. If that didn't answer your question, then click on the no, and it'll prompt you to open up a support case. So from here, you can open up a support case. You'll notice here that it provides you maybe with some additional suggestions and drops in what your question was about. Enter a subject and a message with as much detail as possible. Pick out where this is about. So in this sense, it's about, we had a question about the contact tab. It's because that's where folders are. Indicate the priority, and then be sure to enter your name and your phone number so we can get back to you directly. Returning to the Learn and Support tab, you'll see here that you can also click directly on Need More Help and open a ticket directly. And I want to really highlight our real estate training. This is a great area to go. If you're new to prospecting or you want to really fine-tune your prospecting skills, go in here and watch all the great training that we have available to you. So in summary, we went over the dialer, creating a voicemail. We talked about scripts and started dialing. In contacts, we talked about folder management and that new contacts are a view. We talked about FSBO data and off-market data. Really wanted to emphasize learning and support again. It's a great place to get started, get answer to questions, open a support ticket, and don't forget the great real estate training that we have available. Also wanted to emphasize our Customer Success Manager. They're available to help you with one-on-one. They can help guide you to specific areas that you want to focus on. They also have a number of quick start guides available to you. So in kind of closing, I want to emphasize some quotes that we got from a few of our customers. That Vulcan7 has helped double their listings and appointments every day. Vulcan7 has been instrumental in bringing their real estate business to the next level. So at Vulcan7, our focus is quality and innovation. Vulcan7 stands alone. We produce the highest quality product and get the greatest results. So don't wait. Start calling today. And thank you for watching the orientation video. And we look forward to helping you take your business to the next level.